Donald Trump has made history as only the second U.S. president to win re-election after being voted out of office.
This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before.
The campaign was notably divisive, and reactions from media commentators have ranged from jubilant to bereft.
People who woke up this morning with a dream and are going to bed with a nightmare.
But whether they support Trump's re-election or not, political leaders from across the globe have to face the reality of dealing with his new administration in 2025. And they've been lining up to show they accept the result in the spirit of international cooperation.
This was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond.
UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer praised Trump's historic election victory and reiterated the special relationship between the US and the UK, posting to X, "We stand shoulder to shoulder in defense of our shared values of freedom, democracy, and enterprise." Similar messages were posted by other leaders from across the globe, including French President Emmanuel Macron, who said he was ready to work together as we did for 4 years, on X. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky, who has relied on military support of Western allies since the Russian invasion of his country in 2022, congratulated Trump on his, quote, impressive election victory, writing, "I appreciate President Trump's commitment to the peace through strength approach in global affairs." He added that he hoped a Trump administration could help bring just peace to the war-torn country. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin apparently has no plans to congratulate Trump publicly. Trump has notably praised the dictator many times and has reportedly spoken to him on several occasions in the years since leaving the White House. Nevertheless, as Newsweek reported, a key Putin ally described the result as, quote, useful for us. At home, the news of Trump's historic victory has been met with jubilation from his supporters.
He won by putting together the most diverse coalition of American voters in modern history.
This is the best day for America that there ever was.
One person who appeared to be decisive to Trump's 2024 campaign is billionaire backer Elon Musk.
He's a character, he's a special guy, he's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them.
The controversial figure made several public appearances and countless social media posts on X, the platform he owns, in support of the nominee. Alongside a picture of a rocket, the SpaceX CEO posted, "The future is going to be fantastic." He also posted, "Let that sink in," alongside a crudely photoshopped image of himself carrying a sink into the Oval Office, referencing a similar post he made after buying Twitter. Others were less buoyant. Former United States Representative Liz Cheney was one of several senior Republican figures who had backed Kamala Harris. In a post on X, she urged Americans to accept the result, writing, "We now have a special responsibility as citizens of the greatest nation on earth to do everything we can to support and defend our Constitution, preserve the rule of law, and ensure that our institutions hold over these coming 4 years." The stunning result represents a rebirth for the real estate mogul and former reality TV star. After his supporters rioted in the Capitol building on January 6, 2021, in an attempt to stop the transfer of power to Joe Biden, some commentators believed his political career was over. When a presidential debate proved disastrous for Biden, he stepped aside and let Vice President Kamala Harris take over the 2024 Democratic ticket. Following an initial bump in numbers, the polls appeared to tighten before Election Day, with experts saying the race was too close to call.
This is certainly one of the closest election races in U.S. history.
As the smoke clears, it seems that polls failed to reveal what appears to be a sizable victory for Trump in both the Electoral College and the popular vote.